Hi LEGO fans, the Batman movie theme is not dead, and to prove it, LEGO have just released 5 new sets for 2018. I've already reviewed the Justice League Anniversary Party and the Bat Space Shuttle. That leaves 3 more sets for me to cover. We've got the Bat Dune Buggy, the Egghead Mech Food Fight, and this one. So today I'm going to unbox, speed build, and review set number 70921, Harley Quinn Cannonball Attack from the Batman movie. This is a 425 piece set and includes 4 minifigures. We've got Batgirl, Harley Quinn, Crazy Quilt, and Gentleman Ghost. If my research is correct, that's 3 exclusive minifigures in this one set. And these are great minifigures. Harley Quinn is wearing its awesome Evel Knievel style cannonball shooting suit. Crazy Quilt is about as colourful as the inside of a clown's pocket. And Gentleman Ghost has a printed metallic face. As well as the minifigures, we get this truck mounted cannon and some other mini builds. Before we tear this thing open, let's flip it over and take a quick look at the box art on the back. The truck looks like a great build with Harley Quinn theming, and we've got some very cool printed pieces on the cannon build. The truck has an opening hood, and it looks like the cannon fires, but it's unclear whether that's a sprung mechanism or not. We've also got a couple of mini builds recreating Gotham City. One of those has an ATM, and the other one looks like an alleyway with posters and an overlooking balcony. These don't look very good, but I guess they give us something for roleplay and to shoot the characters at. The truck also has a removable roof so we can get the minifigures inside, and you can adjust the angle of the cannon to get the aim for shooting the minifigure just right. So we've got a very cool looking set including several exclusive minifigures. What's not to like? Well, the price tag for one. This set is $50. That's a lot of money for a 425 piece LEGO set. I just reviewed the iconic LEGO chess set which had almost 1,500 pieces in it for $55. Why do I think this might be overpriced? There's a lot of air in that box. But I can't be mad at LEGO, so let's get this thing open and see what we've got inside. Here's everything we get inside the box. We've got 3 numbered bags of LEGO, 2 instruction manuals, and a dreaded sticker sheet. And I really do mean that this time, because that is going to be a pain to apply. I thought that was going to be a printed piece, the curved sides of the cannon, but it's actually a sticker. In fact, 2 stickers, and applying stickers to curved pieces is painful. I'm going to go ahead and build Harley Quinn Cannonball Attack, and we're going to roll this up into a 90-second speed build. And here's the completed build. Build time for today was 45 minutes and it wasn't too challenging to put together. The 2 buildings are very simple constructions, but the cannonball truck is altogether more impressive. I'm going to start out by taking a look at the 2 buildings, then we're going to move on to the cannonball truck, and along the way we'll take a look at those minifigures. Here are the 2 mini builds that come with the set, and to be honest, these are pretty uninspiring. The first building is very small. It's a box with a front door and an ATM on the side. The ATM has a stickered screen, printed keypad, and is watched over by a security camera. It's also being watched over by Crazy Quilt, who's lurking inside with a stick of dynamite. This is the rather splendid Crazy Quilt. He's a character I know very little about, other than he's a member of the Secret Society of Supervillains, and he's wearing this rather fetching green outfit, which is quilted with different coloured patches. We've got the same printing on the back of the body there, and if we take a look at that helmet, we think this might be recycled from an earlier theme. We think that looks like one of the Power Miner helmets from quite a few years ago. And if we look at that shoulder piece, that's a nice red rigid plastic piece. I guess these are either shoulder pads or epaulets, and that really sets off his outfit. He's got a really nice kind of evil face with a pencil moustache and a sinister grin, and if we turn him around, we've got a rather more shocked expression on the back there. It looks like he's being caught by Batgirl. So that is the very interesting Crazy Quilt. With Crazy Quilt out of the way, you can see there's not very much inside, but we do have a green trash can in the alleyway and a lamppost on a hinge. I think the idea of having these buildings in the set is so that you can blast Harley Quinn at them and have her crash through the door, topple the lamppost, or bowl through minifigures. It's a nice idea, but it'll be interesting to see how that works in practice. This is the second mini build, and it features a balcony overlooking an alleyway. We've got the same green trash can that we saw near the ATM, and our good friend the generic Lego rat. I'm not a fan of stickering, but this does add some colour to an otherwise very dull build. We've got a poster advertising the Gotham Circus, which is presumably where Harley Quinn got her cannonball truck from. There are also some wanted posters appealing for the capture of Gentleman Ghost and Crazy Quilt. Plus we've also got some graffiti featuring the letter J, which is presumably J for Joker. The side of the building features a ladder and an opening so minifigures can climb up onto the balcony. And that's where we find the awesome Gentleman Ghost minifigure. Here's the awesome Gentleman Ghost, aka Jim Craddock. He was the son of an English gentleman and became a highwayman, and eventually he met his doom, but rose again as a phantom, which gives us this very interesting minifigure. He's got some great metallic printing on the front of that tuxedo there, a really cool white cape. And do we have any printing on the back? No, we are plain at the back. Well, what we do have is a very unusual head. I've never seen one of these before. We've actually got a clear plastic head with a tiny bit of printing for Gentleman Ghost's monocle. And then he's topped out with this top hat, which I'm going to put on the right way round. And that is exactly the same element in a different colourway to the, if we're getting the right way up, the penguin. Yes, that's the guy. Exactly the same mould, just in a different colour. He's carrying this pure white cane, and that really sets off his outfit. He looks great, and that is the awesome Gentleman Ghost. From the back you can see there's nothing inside the building and a door on top that leads nowhere. This is presumably intended for a little bit of Harley Quinn target practice. Thankfully it's time to push those buildings to one side and focus on the cannonball truck and the amazing Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is dressed for action in this very cool Daredevil suit. Looks a little bit like the one Evel Knievel used to wear. I really like this dual moulded helmet that she's got on there, and we've got some very nice printing on the front there with some metallic printing for the zipper. If we flip her over and have a look at the back, we've got similar printing on the back there showing the contours of Harley's body. She has these red and black legs, which is very cool, and then she's got a two-part cape. So let's take a look at that. This is actually it's the crinkly style material, but it's very nicely custom printed with the skulls on there, and that is also matched on the collar piece here. All in all, a very nice minifigure. Now let's take a look at that facial expression. She's got this fantastic smile and those metallic goggles on there, which of course you need for firing out of cannons. And then on the back there, we've got the slightly more aggressive expression on the back. She's beautiful, and I'm sure a lot of collectors will be buying this set just to get the Harley Quinn minifigure. And that, my friends, is the legendary Harley Quinn. The cannon is mounted on this great looking truck, which also looks perfect for street racing. We've got wide tyres at the back for extra traction, and just look at that bumper sticker. I love pudding. The front of the truck also looks great with these thinner wheels for easy steering. Harley has her own vanity license plate, and there's some cool decals on the hood with what looks like an evil rabbit, and some playing card diamonds. From this angle you can really see the difference in profile between the front and rear tyres. The hood opens up to reveal the engine, and it looks like Harley's packing a sweet V8. We've also got hot rod style exhausts which come up on either side of the engine. Closing that hood reveals the driver's compartment. Because this is a larger format vehicle, we have opening doors, but they're not quite big enough to get the minifigure inside. So luckily we have this lift-off roof. With the roof removed, it's easier, if not easy, to get the minifigure inside. And as you can see, he's got a steering wheel there. It is a little bit cramped, but it does the job. On top of the driver's cab, we've got a pair of loudspeakers, presumably for playing music or announcing that the circus is coming to town. We've also got an exhaust stack on either side of the cab, which doesn't make a lot of sense given those exhaust pipes coming up from the engine. Behind the cab, we've got some lights to illuminate the cannon, and that's exactly what we're going to have a look at now. This is a very cool looking cannon and comes with some really nice details. I really like these custom printed pieces that cover the cannonball's pivot points, and that use of the translucent orange flame element on the cannon's fuse is simply perfect. What is not so perfect is the use of stickering on the barrel of the cannon. It looks great, but it was a pain to apply. The cannon has good maneuverability, so you can angle the cannon up and down, and it also spins through 360 degrees. And quickly, while we're looking at the back of the truck, there is a towing eye on the back. That can be used to attach Harley's 6-gun shooter trailer, which comes with the Batwing set, which I don't have. And so we get to the fun part. It's showtime for Harley Quinn. Just by looking at the pictures on the box, it's not very clear how this thing works, but you can see there's a plunger at the base of the cannon. Inside the cannon, we've got nothing but a glimpse of a red axle, and it doesn't look like there's any kind of spring-loaded mechanism, so it'll be interesting to see how far we can fire Harley Quinn. So what we have to do is put Harley Quinn inside, which is not always very easy, but she's there and she's clipped into the studs. The fact that Harley's feet are attached to the studs adds some resistance, and that's where the magic happens. So what we're going to do is push in the plunger, which is going to put pressure on Harley's feet until it gets to the point where she detaches from the studs. That'll give her a boost of energy, which will hopefully send her flying miles from the cannon. It's not a bad mechanism, it's a little bit fiddly to trigger, and Harley Quinn doesn't often go very far, but at least it's a safe thing to play with and it's not going to take anybody's eyes out. The important thing is that Harley Quinn had a great time and nobody got hurt. Just look at that smile. The last part of the set we've not looked at yet is the Batgirl minifigure, and she's holding the Phantom Zone remote. Here's the Phantom Zone remote. This is quite simply made up of 6 different Lego elements, and it's actually quite a cool looking thing. We've got this blue crystal, we've got a magnifying glass with a target in the middle, a little satellite dish on the edge there, and then the really nice thing is this red camera element, which only comes in a few different Lego sets. In fact, I last saw one of these in the Gamma Mecha Man set, which I reviewed just a few days ago, so that's a very nice thing to get in this set, and that is the Phantom Zone remote. Batgirl is a poor relation in this set because she's the only non-exclusive minifigure. We've seen her in several Batman movie sets before, but she is still a nice minifigure. Starting at the legs, we've got dual moulding with purple and yellow plastic, and then we've got printing on that as well, and on the sides, which is a nice touch. Nice printing on the torso there, and we've got the yellow utility belt and the yellow batarang. We've also got some printing here on the arms. Now she's got the purple cowl, which looks very similar to Batman's, except that it's got a hole on the back there that you can attach her red ponytail, which is a really nice feature. Now she's slightly weird because she's got a purple head, and that's printed on with the facial features. At the front here we've got a smile, and at the back we've got a slightly more determined expression. Now let's take a look at that cape. It looks very similar to the one Robin wears, except this has got scalloped edges whereas Robin's is straight. It's the same material, this kind of crinkly papery cloak, and the same colour yellow. Underneath we've got a little bit more printing. I'm not going to take the cape off because that would be awkward. We've got some nice metallic printing underneath, and you can see the reverse of the utility belt. So she is a nice minifig, not an exclusive, but that is Batgirl. So that was set number 70921, Harley Quinn Cannonball Attack from the Batman movie. I really do like this set. The Cannonball truck is awesome and the minifigure selection is very strong. In particular, I like Gentleman Ghost and Harley Quinn. I just wish LEGO had left out those 2 buildings and dropped the price by $5 or $10. The cannon isn't the best launch mechanism in the world, but it does add a fun play dimension. So if you're a collector and you absolutely have to have the minifigures, I would go out and buy this. If you're more cost conscious, then you might want to wait until retailers start discounting the set. The Batman sets usually do get discounted by up to 20%. 10%. So not a bad addition to the Batman movie collection, and I would probably rate this an 8 out of 10. Drop the buildings and lower the price by $10 and it would be a 10 out of 10. I really hope you enjoyed this unboxing, speed build and review video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe for more awesome LEGO content. I hate having to ask for subscribers, but YouTube have just changed the rules. They now require a channel to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers before they'll share ad revenue. I make very little money from ad revenue on my channel, but getting a few bucks every now and again really helps to buy 1 or 2 extra LEGO sets. It's very expensive running this channel and I have to buy all my own sets. So if you do become a subscriber, let me know in the comments and I will send you a personal message to say thank you. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic day and we'll see you on the next build video.